So now we just kick it out, bro. We chill now. For all you guys tuning in right now, on YouTube, watching on YouTube, I'm gonna repeat this later on for our live viewers. Hugh Jackson was unable to make it, so apologize for the title differentiations because Hugh Jackson will not be joining us tonight. But we got Dan Hardy in the building, man. Dan, how you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling so good, man. 34, feeling like I can still run a 4.68 or something like that. I'm feeling good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
We got Trent in the building as well. Y'all know Trent.
Yo, it was good, yo. It's popping, it's popping.
We got your usual fluent, all his
What's up?
followers, the influence.
The influence. Let's go, baby.
We got Bama in the building. And then we got Benny from the block.
What's good, y'all? What's good? What's up?
Let's get Jason 16, Jason Nichols, Trav 76. Appreciate you guys for being here, man. I said this in the beginning, you guys might have missed it, but Hugh Jackson will not be joining us tonight, so we apologize for the title differentiations, man. Garb the Fists, praise our Lord and Savior Cooper Kupp. Appreciate you. I am Dan, so I am a Cooper Kupp, not hater,
Hater.
but I don't think he's just as good as everybody else thinks that he is.
You a hater?
I
You're a
don't
hater.
think
You're a
I
hater.
don't
You're
think
a
I'm a
hater.
hater. I don't think I've never disrespected him in any type of way.
I don't think Delba haters the reasons he say it makes it seem like he a hater.
So Dan, I would like to ask you, what is your take on Cooper Kupp and his season?
Oh, you mean white rice?
Yes, sir. I guess
White
you.
rice.
I guess you're a
Ooh.
Cooper Kupp stan too, as well.
Oh, come on, man. Hey, if you can't touch the man, if you can't stop him from catching the ball, you can't hate. Look, this is what I got to say. When you get in the playoffs, right, the air gets tighter. Every round you go, it gets harder to breathe. He's still operating like he at ground level. He's calm, cool, and collected.
Preach.
Man, that's alliteration. Cooper Kupp is calm, cool, and collected. I want to say a spoken word about Cooper Kupp. That's how smooth he is. He's poetry in motion. How many white receivers can control a game like that? Since I think maybe Jordy Nelson, maybe. But the thing about Cooper is his routes are so clean that he gets underrated. He doesn't have blazing speed. He's catching pretty much everything. Everybody drops one here and there. But his routes are so clean in and out of breaks that he creates separation that other receivers normally rely on their athletic ability. But then when the stakes start getting higher, it's where's your technical game? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's just but look at the numbers. My God.
Look at the numbers.
I'm not.
Look at the
I'm
numbers.
I'm not really a statistics guy.
Okay.
I believe.
Hear that, Dub? Hear that, Dub? When you look at the numbers, your cup will runneth over, my friend.
Jesus Christ. Listen, I'm not really Dan, I'm not really a numbers guy, bro. It's just when I see here and look at a wide receiver's production, I really look at the situation in which they're a part of, and I hold
Right.
Matthew Stafford to a very high level. I love Matthew Stafford. So when I seen Cooper Kupp in this type of situation, in the scheme and the offense he was in, I was like, yo, Cooper Kupp's gonna eat this year. Not because of his talent, but just because the situation for him was just amazing. Now, the only thing I said about Cooper Kupp that everyone sit here and say, yo, you're crazy, is I might pick 10 receivers over him, as in the best receiver of my team. That's all I'm saying. Based off the talent.
Let's add to it, right? It's because you don't like the way that he gets his production.
Yeah.
You're like a guy who says, LeBron's not a great scorer because you don't like the way that he scores. That's what you say about Kupp. You don't like the way that he gets his yards and his touchdowns.
But honestly,
right? You want him on the outside.
Fluent. Check me out though. If you analyze it, he get his money the same way Devontae Smith get his. Devontae Adams get his. But everybody loved Devontae Adams. They pretty much do it the same way. Devontae Adams not a blazer. He not just gonna really beat you over the top like that. It's poetry in motion. He beat you right off the release, and then he get right into a crispy route. It don't matter. However they remix it, double team and whatever. So now you go right over here to Cooper Kupp. Same thing.
We'll see if they love. We'll see if they love Adams. We'll see if they love Adams in Las Vegas.
Actually,
No disrespect to Derek Carr. He's no Aaron Rodgers.
I think 10 is wild, but I think you can go with 6, but 10 is kind of
I'll say
crazy.
5.
I think Devontae Adams is gonna go crazy.
I think
What?
Devontae Adams going to go.
We're gonna get into it tonight. We're
Yeah, we'll
definitely
get
gonna
into that because there's a lot of mouths to feed over there. It's not like in Green Bay where he's the only one.
So, Dan, appreciate you for being here again. I'm not going to make this whole show about Cooper Kupp. I refuse to do it again. We've talked about him enough already. Even though I have a lot to say, I'm gonna just let it rock. I would like to ask to let you guys know on the platform here that you've played for the Saints and the Bucks, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So you played with Drew Brees and Sean Payton, correct?
That is correct.
So what is that experience like, being in that type of locker room, being in that environment with those two guys? We were really interested to know, like, what was your experience with those two guys?
Oh man, it was invaluable. The thing is, I only played my rookie year and then I tore my knee going into my second year. So it was like NFL not for long. It was short and sweet, but that experience was like incredible, especially because I got drafted by the Bucks. And at the time they had the youngest roster in the league that was just coming out of the NFL lockout. So everybody was doing their own thing. It was like a glorified college team, also coached by a young coach, Raheem Morris. So it was like party central. I get picked up by the New Orleans Saints halfway through, and it's a well-oiled machine. And just at the time, the organization and just how much stability and structure they had. Now, 10 years later, the Bucks won a championship, but the Saints had just came from 2 years prior winning a Super Bowl. So they had the DNA, they had the structure, and you could see from Sean Payton to Drew Brees how meticulous they were. From literally, I remember being in meetings before the games. They would put up the referee crew and talk about how many times this ref called this penalty and on which player in which game, how often, like down to a science. And it was really like, oh, dang, there's like levels to this of how deep you can go and dissecting an opponent. So they were ahead of their time in a lot of ways, but yeah, they're incredible. And I'll say this about Drew. He I remember we were in the divisional playoff round against the Niners. Now, I grew up a Niners fan. I'm from Anchorage, Alaska. Everybody has their own favorite NFL team.
Yeah.
And I just happen to like the Niners. And we play them at Candlestick. It was 2012. And this is the game that the Niners went up against or put up like 21, 28 points. And it was like 21-3 or something like that. Dante Hittner took out Pierre Thomas, like before they were calling helmet to helmets.
Yep.
And the Niners fans, they were playing Tony Montana. They was going dumb, right? In the stadium. They were like, Drew Brees, you suck. And Drew's on the sideline just chill. Boom. Warming up. Oblivious. And he brought him all the way back. But Alex Smith ended up throwing a touchdown to Vernon Davis in the last 10 seconds. We lost that game. But the point is, like, he was so composed in a sea of chaos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. And that goes to show the greatness of Brees and just how unlucky he is, bro.
Yeah. Yes. Dude, that was the sickest locker room I've ever been in, like to lose like that. And I was like, how the Niners gonna suck my whole life when I'm a fan? And in my rookie year, I'm 2 games away from the Super Bowl, and then he want to throw a touchdown. I was pissed.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. And the last question, because we don't want to make this an interview, is what's your advice for guys going into the college and going into the league and working on their game and everything? Like, what's your advice for all those guys grinding out there?
Well, let's just say it. We got Trent here, who's going to the University of Houston, tight end, wide receiver. Our favorite positions, because wide receivers, tight ends. That's where this room is filled with those. Give him some advice.
Yeah, I'm big on giving the youth advice. Reach one, teach one.
Well, what y'all just said about Trent, like him saying yes sir, no sir. Like, honestly, that might seem like cliche or just like not authentic and genuine, but I can tell that is what you carry, Trent. And that's going to take you far because you'll never feel like you've arrived. I remember playing with a guy like Mike Iupati, and he was a first-round pick for the Niners. And he was like out of Idaho. We're in Idaho, and he became a first-round pick. How? Because he said he would be like, hey, Oos, never be satisfied. Never be satisfied, Oos. So no matter how highs, no matter how many touchdowns you catch, no matter how many pancake blocks you make, never let anybody outwork you. And that was like, some of my pops told me, he was like, you might not be the biggest, the fastest, the strongest, but don't ever let anybody outwork you. I walked on at University of Idaho. I didn't have a scholarship. And then I got drafted. I tell any kid that has dreams, like, you can make it. But the biggest thing is like having that respect for yourself, for others, and putting in the work, and that the rest will take care of itself.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's amazing, brother. All right, you ready to get into it?
Let's do it.
You ready to get into it, man? All right, bet. Topic number 1. Deshaun Watson to the Browns. Followed by some rumors with Antonio Brown being interested in that. How much better do you guys think the Browns are with or without AB?
With or without AB?
With or without
without Watson.
With or without Watson. That's my bad.
So this is why it was last minute for those that are tuning in and seeing Hugh Jackson's name. This is why it was last minute. I knew that he was busy, but I was trying to twist his arm because he owes me like a bunch of favors to join us, because I wanted him to talk about this, because I wanted you to hear it from the horse's mouth. But I will tell you what I know, because I did a show with him, right? We're cool, we're friends, and so I know that I could share this. He was pushing for the Browns to draft Deshaun Watson. The Browns, do you guys know who the Browns were pushing him to take? Mitch Trubisky. And they ended up, I believe, drafting Myles Garrett. That if I remember all the years correctly, they wanted Trubisky, and he's like, hell no, you're either going defense or you're going Watson. But they were pushing him for Trubisky. So when you ask the question, how good would the Browns be? Well, one, the Browns would have won a lot more games over the last few years if he was up there. They're for me, they're an immediate Super Bowl contender now with that roster. So I just wanted to put that out there first, and then I'll leave it for you guys.
Gotcha. Trent?
Yeah, huge contender now. They got Deshaun Watson. I mean, the last time he played, top 3, top 5 in the whole league, like 5,000 passing yards. He's a media contender. I thought when Odell first got to the Browns, they're going to be a media contender, but of course they had different quarterbacks in different situations. So now that they got Deshaun Watson, yeah, it's a whole different ballgame.
Ben?
Yeah, with Watson, that makes him a contender for sure. I mean, took Baker Mayfield out and put Deshaun Watson in there, like playoff contenders, man, like for real. And they got Amari Cooper. They have like another receiver. They'll be telling you them Super Bowl contenders, man. Got the weapons.
Bama?
I like the Browns. Don't forget, man, that conference is loaded though. Joe Burrow, Joe Shiesty, Lamar Jackson coming back on his revenge tour. Don't forget, he was the MVP like 2 years ago. They was 8-3 before he went down. So let's not forget, he on his revenge tour. I mean, even to speak, people, you can say what you want, but Trubisky really is not a bad quarterback. He was taken 2 overall. I just think Adam Gase, I believe that was the dude that was over there at the time when he was over in Chicago. I just really think that dude is a bad coach. He even looked like he was high when he was taking a Jets job. So I'll just leave that at that. But that's a crowded division. Now to the first question, because I would say if they add AB, that brings a different dynamic. Now they're going to bring on a receiver that demands number 1 attention, because I always tell people this. I love Amari Cooper, favorite receiver, come from Alabama, route master. But I don't really think he wants to be a number 1 receiver, because I feel like sometimes you can look at the game when he went against Stephon Gilmore. He just looked like he didn't want to play. And we all know Kupp is a dog. He a dog, but it's just sometimes you look at him and you see some games where he should come up big in prime time and it just look like he don't want to play. Now, if you add somebody like AB over there, who's still trying to show people that he's one of the greatest receivers of all time, that adds a different dynamic. Look what it did for the Buccaneers when they won the Super Bowl with him. You could say that don't mean much, but I believe AB meant a lot in that run for a Super Bowl. You add him over there with Deshaun Watson, I think they can really be legit contenders. Right now, it's a toss-up out of that division, even in the whole conference. So it's a toss-up right now. They'll be more of my favorites if you add AB to them.
Do the Browns because I'm going to add an additional question, Dub. Do the Browns now have the best quarterback in that division?
Yes, the hell they do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they got Lamar Jackson. They got Joe Burrow. They got Pittsburgh. Forget about Pittsburgh.
Joe Burrow is not better than Lamar or. Joe Burrow is not better than Lamar.
It's more Lamar. It's more Lamar Deshaun.
Lamar. All right, that's more of a debate.
I'm
taking Deshaun now.
Taking Deshaun.
I think Deshaun too, because he's got more weapons. I think that's for me. That's what makes it an easy choice. That it's Deshaun.
Honestly, I think if the Ravens don't make any moves in this offseason trying to get a receiver, so I don't see them making the playoffs. I really don't.
Wow.
Why?
The AFC so stacked, bro. Lamar.
Yeah, no, that's not crazy.
Besides Mark Andrews, Marquise Brown, I don't think Marquise Brown's a number one. I think he's a number two. I don't really see them. Of course, their defense is always gonna be good, unless they get hurt like this year.
Yeah.
I don't see them making that much noise if they don't pick up another offensive weapon. Especially in this stacked AFC.
What was their record when everybody was healthy?
But that's last season. This is a whole new season with you know how the teams are. It's crazy. The AFC is crazy. The AFC West have potential. We could have 4 teams making the playoffs and that one division. So I'm not saying to discredit Lamar. I'm just saying.
Well, just think about to your point though. But to think about there's 7 spots, and if the AFC West at least 3, right? Unless there's a crazy injury,
I think at least 3 are locked.
Then you still got the Bills, the Patriots, the Browns, like we said. The Bengals are going to be back. I know I'm missing somebody. The Titans are going to probably be pretty good. Oh, I did. Like, there's just so many. Oh, just.
Dan, what's your thoughts?
And
yeah.
It's interesting. I saw some on Deshaun Watson specifically. They said he has the second best QBR of all time. I was like, what? Like, damn. And he's what, 25, 26? The thing about him and then them potentially getting AB is like they obviously don't care about media backlash. Like, they're like, when is the last time we've been relevant? We will definitely take on any kind of media, like whatever they want to think, the baggage. And plus, the Browns fans are so hungry to win. They're going to be rabid next year. Like,
they took Kareem Hunt. Remember that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They have a track record of exactly. That's a wild thing though about they could have drafted him with Hugh Jackson.
That's what he was pushing for. The other thing is, keep this in mind too though, and this might throw a wrench in everything we just said.
Suspension.
Deshaun Watson will get suspended.
Yeah, that's all
right. There will be an NFL, conduct policy suspension. That's why I don't know if you guys know his contract, the way that it's structured. His base salary for this first year is $1 million. So it's not going to cost him a bunch of money because they're expecting him to be suspended for some period of time. It's just a matter of, is it 2 games? Is it 6? Is it 12? That's the thing no one knows yet.
So $1 million out of that 230.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly. Yeah, that's fine.
Backloaded
it. Yeah, they had to because they knew. Like I said, they knew.
That's smart.
Yeah, they're smart.
So listen, Deshaun Watson, bro, was on the Houston Texans and he was making them relevant all alone, bro. Literally, like all alone. Like I remember there was a year I thought the Texans was gonna be trash. This man Deshaun Watson stepped up to the plate. So you're giving this man Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Amari Cooper, and if AB goes there, bro, forget about it. That team could beat any team in the AFC, bro. They could.
Don't forget, they got a defense too now.
They got a great defense.
They made an underrated move by, I think they did addition through subtraction. They got rid of Austin Hooper. Now I know we've been talking about the David Njoku breakout season for 5 years, but let me ask you this: guess how old David Njoku is?
Like 20. He's
24.
Like 24.
Like 24, 25. I feel like he should be 38. I feel like he's been around forever. But tight end, receiver love, like I really feel like this actually is a year he's the number one. And then you have a guy like Deshaun that's gonna be throwing him the rock. Like David Njoku's athletic ability and charts are rating is off the chart. So I actually think that could be an underrated thing that they got rid of Hoop and freed up the space for him.
Yeah, and my bad. He's 25. He's 25, so he's a little bit. He's a little bit.
Yeah, but going up with Fool said, I think it depends on that suspension to me.
Yeah, like I said,
definitely does.
I think if he doesn't get suspended, which I highly doubt, if he doesn't get suspended, I probably see them. If I got to look at their schedule, I probably see them lose like 4, 5 games. I don't see them losing that much at all, to be honest. Yeah, plus, I heard they might sign Jarvis Landry back, and that would be big because he still, to me, is a great slot receiver for them. So
that definitely will be great.
Will be.
So moving on to topic 2, the Titans trading for Robert Woods. Julio Jones was also released. What do you think the plan is for the Tennessee Titans?
I don't know. I absolutely don't know.
I don't understand that.
I don't like. I really don't know. I'm not how I'm Ryan Tannehill either, but I really don't know. Like I get you got Derrick Henry, you got AJ Brown, but you train for Robert Woods. We gotta see how you bounce back from the ACL. But like, I really don't know, honestly.
Bama.
So this is what I would think. I'm just thinking about from a balanced standpoint. So Julio and AJB kind of was one and the same. Julio was just the older version of AJB. So we're gonna release Julio and get somebody to counteract what AJB do, and you get a finesse route runner. That's what Robert Woods is. Somebody who can command the number one attention, but he can fall back and be a number two if he have to. Whereas if Julio cooking, it's almost who am I gonna go to? Am I gonna go to Julio or AJB? You don't want that because AJB is still coming into who he is in the NFL right now, today, a dog. So now we got somebody like Robert Woods. They almost complement each other. Our identity still is King Henry, run King Henry, run. That's not gonna change who we are. Like adding a receiver, they're not gonna make me just want to throw the ball even more. Nah, I'm still a run first team. So we're still gonna pound the rock with Julio, but this is just more so. Hey, we got the 1, 2, and 3. I don't know if you know, am I right? We looking at this guy because this is our number one guy. We're gonna look at him first. Yeah, we got a high-low read, but we gonna look at him first versus should I throw to Julio or should I throw to AJB? Now is we gonna look over here. If he's covered, hey, we got Robert Woods. He's a good route runner, so he should be open late if I gotta look over there. So I feel like it's a good complimentary add to what they were doing.
I mean, but personally, I feel like they already had that when they had Julio. I just feel like I don't know.
Like they didn't get better. They didn't get worse.
It's just
they got younger, right? They got younger, but they're still, look at that division. They're still going to probably win that division, right? They're going to win that division. But let's be honest, that's about as far as Tennessee's going. And so have they done anything to get significantly better to compete with all those other teams we mentioned before? No. I think the answer is no.
I really think like it's like a better fit. I think like AJ Brown, Julio, it didn't fit. I just think AJ Brown and Robert Woods is a better fit than AJ and Julio. Offense be better, I think.
I'm bro with that.
Yeah, I think as far as that division as well, I actually think depending on who the Colts sign at quarterback, they could actually be a contender depending on who they get. The cupboard looks pretty bare. I know they're talking about possibly Jimmy G, but like putting somebody that maybe has some experience, because Carson Wentz was like a walking turnover and they still were like right there to make the playoffs. They're just like, but I like how the Titans and the Colts play in the fact that they play smash mouth football. I think the Titans still need to get another weapon, I think, for Ryan Tannehill. And they just got to stay healthy. It's like, I love their structure. Mike Vrabel really has put a foundation there. I think like we're playing smash mouth football. We know who we are. Play action. They revitalized Ryan Tannehill when his career was dying. Like they know how to bring people in and develop. So yeah, I'm excited to see how that combo looks with Woods and AJ Brown. They just gotta stay healthy, like everyone.
Got you. So Dan, I'm gonna leave this up to you. We got 2 things I'm not sure we'll have enough time for you because it's 2 crazy topics. Did you look at the doc yet?
Yeah, I did.
You did? So do you want to do the player comparison or the start bench trade?
Let's start off with a start bench trade because I feel like that could be short and sweet. I got a great explanation for it.
Bet. We're gonna go into our start 1, bench 2, and then trade 2. So starting off, we got Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens, Calvin Johnson, Larry Fitzgerald, and Randy Moss. I guess Dan, since you think it's gonna be short and sweet, go ahead, bro.
Look, this is gonna be controversial. I already know, and I went back and forth with some of these receivers. I'm talking about the GOAT, the 5 GOATs. They they're the best ever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Debatable, but I would say I'm gonna start Larry Fitzgerald.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Give me
There's
15
no way.
15 seconds. He's the only person on that list that never played with a Hall of Fame quarterback in his prime.
Okay.
Look at what he produced. He made chicken soup out of chicken shada. He's the most consistent receiver imagine if he had Joe Montana throwing the ball, Steve Young throwing the ball. He's second all-time in catches. He's second all-time in receiving yards. He's 6th all-time in touchdowns. Who did he play with in his prime? He played with Kurt Warner after his prime for like a year or 2. right?
Yeah.
He was the only person out there besides Anquan Bolden for a couple of years. They sucked. Okay,
Who else did he have? What did he have? Carson Palmer, and then some. What, did he have Carson?
Oh yeah, like I think like later on, like what?
Yeah,
but later, but like in their prime.
It's
Right,
start two.
right.
It's start two. So you get one more.
You get one more. So you get one more. Okay, so you got Fitz.
Start two.
Oh, I'm starting two.
You get
start two, bench one, and then cut one.
Oh, start two. Oh,
no, I thought
my bad. My
start,
bad.
Start two, bench one, cut two.
Okay.
We start one, bench two, trade two. So yeah,
that's what I thought.
Am I benching two or starting two?
Let's clarify what we're doing here.
Yeah, so
man, the way honestly, the way it's laid out, it's what the heck? I need to ignore
that.
I
was trying to hit the doc. I was trying to get to the doc.
Got you. The way it's laid out, right? It's start one, bench two, and trade two. To me, whenever I look at these start bench cuts, to me is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So
it's start two, bench one, trade two. That's
you could do that. Start two,
bench one, trade two.
Oh, it makes it even easier then. Yeah. I got to start on the opposite side. Randy Moss, the freak. They call me the freak, man. Hey, unguardable in his prime. Unguardable. When he finally went to a Hall of Fame quarterback in his prime, he put up the most receiving touchdowns of all time. Randy Moss. If you stretch the field with Randy Moss and Larry Fitz is your number 2, good luck. Good luck. We going to the ship, baby. Now look, who we got on the bench though? We got people on the bench. We're gonna be solid. We got Jerry Rice, greatest route runner of all time. Maybe the hardest working, the best work ethic of all time. Maybe the best hands of all time. But he's just solid. He's gonna be chilling for us. He's on ice. He only comes in when he needs to. He kind of just chilling. He's like, don't make us put Jerry Rice in the game. You don't want to make us put Jerry Rice in the game. And then I'm gonna have to trade. I love T.O., but just for like locker room chemistry, I'm gonna send him away and get some draft capital back because T.O. in his prime was a dog. T.O. was playing off a broken ankle in the Super Bowl, but for team chemistry, and I'm also gonna send Megatron just because he's a beast, but I don't know how healthy he's gonna be. So.
Dan, listen, bro. I love you and everything, but bro, there's not anything in the world that could convince me that I'm starting Larry Fitzgerald over Calvin Johnson, over Randy Moss, over any of those guys ever in my lifetime, bro.
I just laid out a great case.
You know what, Dub, though? Every coach, every player that I talk to that's played or coached in the NFL always holds Larry Fitzgerald in way higher regard than everybody else, including me, because
Megatron.
I'm not saying over Megatron. I'm saying
he has more tackles than drops, bro.
I know, but bro,
let that soak in.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow,
it's so crazy because I don't agree,
I didn't know that.
But at the same time, everybody I talk to, and I've talked to a lot, they all say the same thing. We all underestimate how good Larry Fitzgerald is because I don't know what it is.
He was 6'3" too, so like don't.
6'3" is the right height. Let's be honest,
bro. I'm
the
sorry,
right
bro.
Right.
I'm sorry. The way I'm looking at it as a prime Megatron, bro. I'm just sitting here like this. Like, have we seen Larry Fitzgerald had 3 guys on him, bro?
I mean,
the way that they was
they
was game planning on
remember he lost on.
Come on, bro.
The Eagles.
Go back and watch the highlights, baby. Go back and watch the highlights.
3.
You're right on the quarterback front though too, because I never looked at that. And if you look at, I'll get to mine in a second whenever you're ready, Dub. But if you look, Rice had Montana. Owens had everybody. Calvin Johnson had your guy, Matt Stafford, who you think is top 5, right? Fitz, you're right, had nobody, and Randy had, Randy had Brady. Randy had that one year, but what do you have? Culpepper? Like Randy had some quarterbacks, yeah. So it's not crazy. I thought it was crazy, but maybe it's not crazy.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Dan, you think Jerry Rice a better route runner than Chad Johnson?
The only reason I would say he is because Chad is cold. Like Chad's footwork is insane. But the thing about Chad that made him like not relevant quickly is like when he went to the Patriots, he was still like a guy that he was still athletically, he could run, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he couldn't run disciplined routes. So it's like they let him, he had the green light. He was like, oh, you want to run a comeback? All right, just get to 15 yards at some point and then come back. And Carson Palmer was like, cool. But when you in like a system.
Yeah, you talking about persist, like routes.
Yeah, when they like get to the 12-yard line and break right, and Chad would be like doing his own thing. So it was kind of hard for him to adapt to any system. Jerry Rice was so precise in his hips, getting in and out of routes. Like if you can literally look up Jerry Rice routes in practice.
Yeah, it look crazy. I've seen it before. It's
crazy.
I want to say I'm going to say it and I hope it makes sense. It makes sense in my head. Jerry Rice is a more precise route runner.
Yeah.
But like Chad, as I call him, 8'5", I think all of his ankles were like quadruple jointed. Like he made the sickest
his
cuts.
Footwork.
Right? Like his footwork
and
his cuts were undenied. Like were just second to none. But I think Rice, you know what? So that makes sense. Okay.
I just want to ask it because that's my favorite wide receiver all the time. So I'm kind of biased on Chad Johnson. So I just want to ask.
Nah, but yeah, footwork is different from route running, and like
yeah.
Chad Johnson would definitely, once they call high, straight, bang bang bang, hit you with a little cut. It's crazy, bro. Like Chad Johnson was crazy. Yeah. But Fluent.
Chad A5. Chad A5 because I don't speak Spanish.
You excited about this start bench? Whatever. What you got?
Who you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So start 1, bench 2, trade 2, right?
Or 2,
okay.
bench.
All right.
Bench 1.
I'm starting I'm looking at the doc. Mine says start 1, bench 2, trade 2. So I'm gonna do what that says. So I'm gonna start Jerry Rice, because he's the best receiver of all time. I'm going to bench Larry Fitzgerald and Randy Moss because I want them on my team because for all the reasons that Dan said about Fitz, and Randy Moss is just, he can change a game at any point. And then I'm going to trade Terrell Owens because that's what everybody did with him. And I'm going to trade Calvin Johnson because even when he retired way too early, people would have given me a king's ransom for Calvin Johnson. So I'm going to get the most return from those guys. So that's why I'm trading those two. And I think my core is good enough. Like I think Rice and Fitzgerald keep Randy kind of, not being so much Randy, but like production wise still good, but maybe not going off, you don't need to go too crazy with Moss sometimes if you let him get out of line. He'd be more like the Patriots Randy Moss, which you're happy to have.
Ben is itching to say something. Go ahead, Ben.
I'm gonna start Jerry Rice, greatest receiver of all time. I'm a bench Randy Moss and Megatron. Megatron, boy, I grew up watching Megatron, man. Like, man, boy, catch everything over 3 people, 2, 3, 4. Like, come on now. I'm gonna trade Larry Fitz and Terrell Owens. They all valuable, so
I can go next up.
Bama. Oh, Trent. Oh, yeah.
Trent.
My bad.
So it's start 2, right?
Yeah, because I sent the thing. It's start 2, bench 1, trade 2.
Bro,
I sent the clip.
Listen. Can we clarify something with these whole start bench trade things? I don't look at it from building a team. I just look at it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, then don't call it start bench trade.
That's what they're telling me. That's what they're telling me.
No. If you want it to be ranked, then say rank these 5 players.
I ain't ranking it. No, I want the start bench trade. It's the same thing.
Listen, when you say start bench trade, Dan, this is me and Dub. Just sorry about this. Me and Dub are like this all the time. When it's start bench trade, I put my GM cap on and I'm building a team. If you say rank, I look at it a completely different way.
I just always looked at it as the other way, honestly. I mean, everybody looks at it differently, but go ahead, Trent.
Okay. I'm starting Randy Moss because in my opinion, I think he the GOAT of the wide receivers. I can get into that later. I'm also starting Terrell Owens. He was crazy. He was a dog. His stats almost damn near mirror Randy Moss in some way. So I'm gonna start them too. I'm gonna bench. This is a tough one. I'll probably bench Jerry Rice. He'll be on the bench for me. And then I don't want to, but yeah, I'm gonna have to trade Calvin and what's his name and Larry Fitz. That's our list. So yeah.
Bama.
Well, this is where I get real nasty, man. Because I'm gonna start Megatron.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you right. You right. Hey, you better be lucky. You better be lucky I didn't throw that boy on there. I'm starting Kupp and Douglas. I'm cutting everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
I'm starting Kupp, benching Douglas and Kupp.
Yeah, but I'm gonna start Megatron, Moss. And then I'm gonna have T.O. coming off the bench, and I'm gonna just get some real good capital for Fitz and Jerry. Get me a real good quarterback.
No way.
Got to.
Bro,
I was on the verge of trading Jerry Rice too.
That was the same exact one I had, bro. That's wild.
Oh, you know you wrong, Bama, when you agree with Doug.
Bro.
Yeah, I know. I said that's why I said I'm gonna get nasty one time. I just want to get nasty one time.
I'm starting Megatron. I'm benching Randy. I'm benching T.O. and I'm cutting Jerry Weiss and Larry Fitzgerald.
You're not trading them, you're cutting them.
Cutting them, whatever. Trading, cutting, whatever.
Wow.
Because then, listen, I love the little soliloquy you gave about Larry Fitzgerald. Much respect for Larry Fitzgerald and everything. I just think that T.O., Randy Moss, and Megatron, it's just different levels for me, bro. It's just watching them guys, how they affected and impacted the league, especially Megatron, bro. It's like, I'm sorry, bro. I just can't.
Go back and watch Larry Fitzgerald.
I think you need to watch more. I think you need to watch more.
Maybe I do.
He made the front cover NCAA for a reason. I'm talking
about NCAA. I got that game right next to
snatching off the top of people's heads.
I got that game right next to you.
Let me get that up off you. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, Fitz was really an animal now. Like, he just had poopy dot quarterbacks, but for him to have more tackles,
Fitz is a student. You know, when we talk about like some players know the game, some players don't know the game. Fitz grew up on the sideline. He was a ball boy. His dad was a reporter. Like, Fitz knows the game, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with the Vikings. Yeah, it's like.
So Dan, I'm gonna leave this last topic up for you. Would you like to do the player comparison or talk about the Oakland Raiders, whichever one you think you have time for?
They moved to Las Vegas, though.
Oh yeah, Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh yeah. Twitter gonna hop on you. I mean, TikTok gonna hop on you, boy.
So I got about 5 minutes in. Can I give you 5 minutes? And so you're asking me about the Las Vegas Raiders specifically, like, will they be contenders?
So I'll go over that topic, right?
What are the two topics? Give them the two topics so they can decide.
I'm gonna tell them. The Las Vegas Raiders making moves. They traded for Davante Adams, making him the highest paid non-QB in the league. They signed Chandler Jones as well. How dangerous are the Las Vegas Raiders?
They are. I also like what they did at cornerback though, because I think didn't they get Rock Ya-Sin?
Mm-hmm. I think they did.
And Armstead,
and they let go of Casey Hayward or something like that.
Yeah, because I think the underrated moves is actually what they did at defense. They're gonna put up points. Like, they're playing in that dome. What do they call it now? The Death Star. Like, Davante Adams, you could argue he's like the modern day Larry Fitzgerald. Like, stupid routes, stupid hands, always open. Maybe the best receiver in the game right now. People, I think, are underestimating like chemistry. David Carr and old boy Davante go back to Fresno State. Like, we were in the same conference, the Western Athletic Conference. They used to get off. Like, they have this chemistry and the connection that I think is going to be really like fun to watch. Don't sleep on Hunter Renfrow this season.
That's right.
Hunter Renfrow, my boy who played with him at Clemson is like dumb routes. Like, he'd always be like, dumb routes. And then Darren Waller coming back to Walrus. So, like, they're going to be solid. They got a good infrastructure, Josh Jacobs. And they played with, like, so much distraction. Like, unfortunately, like, with the really sad Henry Ruggs situation, like, they weathered the storm, played with the interim coach, the John Gruden situation, and they still was right there. The AFC West is bonkers, though. Like, they could be the fourth worst team and still have a winning record this year. I really feel like it could be like the first NFL season like that where we see that, which would be kind of fun. So it's going to be explosive. They might beat each other up too much, but I think they actually have a chance to make the AFC Championship. I think they could be like a sneaky
Most
Cincinnati
definitely.
Yeah, they're that dark horse team, right? But like, I want to tell everybody, especially if you play fantasy, don't be jumping on Davante Adams, because I think Davante Adams, what you're expecting is like Burrow and Chase. Oh, they played together at college. They have this chemistry. They're gonna go bananas. Nah, it's gonna be don't get me wrong, Adams is going to get his, but you're going to see guys like Renfrew and Waller. Heck, I even think Jacobs has a better year because you can't put 9 men in the box to try to stop Jacobs. He's going to have lanes to run. So I think all the guys actually get better because of Devontae Adams versus Devontae Adams is better because of everybody else.
Didn't they get Chandler Jones too?
I mentioned Chandler.
Yeah.
The defense is really what is really their the great things on which they did this year. Dan,
we're gonna see if Josh McDaniels can coach.
Yes,
we'll find out real quick.
True. That's a good point.
Dan, I know it's your time to go, bro. As every time we bring a guest on, we do ask them for their top 5 QB or wide receiver or running back. So if you have time to get that off real quick, we really appreciate that.
Yeah. Man, I wrote this down because I think it's in my head though, because I'm gonna say for quarterbacks, Tom Brady, like in this order: Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, John Elway, Dan Marino, Drew Brees.
Damn.
Quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I have Mike Vick as number 6.
Mike Vick is number 6.
Oh, and you didn't say Joe Montana?
Wow. No, I love Joe, and I'm a Niners.
Well, because you said you were a Niners fan, and that's why I was surprised you didn't say Joe Montana. Okay.
I play with Breeze. It was either gonna be Joe or Breeze, my homie. Running back, I'm gonna say Barry Sanders number 1. God, I had this written down. Who do I have at number 2? In no order, I got Barry Sanders, Adrian Peterson. God, who else did I have in there? I think I had Emmitt Smith at 5, just because he's like all time. I had LT. I think I had LT, LaDainian Tomlinson at number 3.
My God. Yeah, he might be. Yes, sir.
Honorable mention, I have Marshall Faulk, and I forget who my 4th was.
Bro, if the name Walter Payton doesn't come out of your mouth right now, you might be getting hit by a helmet.
So repeat the order again.
Y'all about to make me black my screen out. Right?
Thank you. That's the 5th. That was the 5th. Thank you. He's my favorite. It's funny though. He's my favorite NFL player of all time. He had this mantra where he said, Trent, when you run a sprint, say this: "Got to be better, always your best." Just say that in your head. Walter Payton said, "Got to be better, always your best." Every time he ran the hill. Okay, wide receivers. We already heard it. Y'all had the top 5 list, baby.
That's true.
So that's crazy. Number 1.
Oh, an honorable mention, Steve Smith at number 6.
Okay.
Love Steve Smith.
Dog. He's a dog.
That's tough, bro. That's tough. Well, again, appreciate you for taking the time out of your day, bro. For real. It was a pleasure having you.
Appreciate you, man.
Much love, man. You guys are the best.
Advice, bro.
Before you leave, man, flex that jersey you put on for us real quick.
Oh, hold on. You want me to flex a bicep in the jersey? Hold on.
Go ahead.
What you want? Warren Moon. Hey, don't hate on Warren Moon for everything said.
I wish you were here. I had Warren Moon 5. He's in my top 5. You don't even have him in your top 5.
Let's go. I respect that. No doubt. All right,
man, I'm speaking for Dub and everybody else when I say you are invited back anytime.
Hey,
anytime you want to come back.
Most definitely.
Yes, sir, brother.
No doubt.
You have a good one.
Have a good one, Dan.
For sure.
What a
you want to know what's crazy?
What?
I clicked onto YouTube to kind of see our setup, because sometimes like you show stuff that I don't. Where we don't see it.
Yeah.
Like that's not on the doc, or when you put in like our draft stuff.
Yeah.
And the first thing that popped up was actually Players Choice Basketball from earlier today, because I'm doing double duty today. So I was like, oh, hey, that's not me. But yeah, anyways, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're gonna finish. Yeah, Dan was a great guy. Love Dan.
Yeah,
shout out to Bama, bro. So we're gonna get into the Oakland Raiders talk. Fluent, you
Las
did
Vegas.
say oh my God. The Las Vegas talks. Fluent, you already gave your take on that, right?
Yeah. I'm good.
So Trent, go ahead, brother.
The Raiders about to be super dangerous. Like, it's crazy dangerous. They just added the best receiver in the league. They just added Chandler Jones with Max Crosby, who's extremely underrated. The defensive line is wild. Derek Carr is I think he's gonna have a breakout year. I think he's gonna be nice this year. I don't think they will win the division. I think I always got the Chiefs number one because I'm like, you got to show me that you're going to be the number one in the division. So I'm going to say the Chiefs. But I think the Raiders are going to be real slept on. I think they can make a big run, though.
Bama?
I actually like it, man. I did a report in college on the Fresno State Bulldogs when David Carr was there. Them boys actually only said like 2 words the whole season throughout the offense. The whole offense was operated off of hand signals and motions and all that type of different things, and they never really even talked. So for Devontae Adams to still put up 24 touchdowns and 1,700 yards without even talking to his quarterbacks, all hand signals, I think they finna have like it's really finna be poetry in motion amongst them boys. They really connect on a different level, especially if you can do all of that without talking. And they went 11-1 that year as well. So I like that. That's a real good pickup for them. Me myself personally, I think the guy that's gonna benefit the most is Jacobs. Like what Fluent said, you can't stack the box no more, and that dude is dangerous. And I believe that's kind of what majority of his injuries came from. I think he was just taking a little bit too much of punishment from that box being so crowded. They really
Jacobs is dangerous.
Don't
Jacobs gonna be dangerous this season.
Bro,
he is dangerous.
Bro,
he
Jacobs
is dangerous.
I like Jacobs, but I don't know if he that guy.
Okay, this is
not that guy.
Just hold on. Just remember. When you've got Adams, who you're gonna have to cover with safety help, then you're gonna have Renfrew. You're gonna have Waller running the seam, which is gonna pull off linebackers, right? What's gonna be left? What's gonna be left to stop Jacobs?
2019, no Ruggs, broke 1,000 yards, 1,150 rookie year. All right, next time.
That's a rookie year. He had
broke 1,000. He just broke 1,000. Let me finish. Just then the next year, 2020, broke 1,000 again on 273 catches. Got hurt and he had 872 yards, but he consistently breaks the 1,000-yard mark with nobody. So now we have somebody at receiver to space the box, Doug.
Let me ask you something.
Why benefit more from that? And he's also good at receiving. I'm not gonna pull up his receiving stats. That's just rushing.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something, right? For Josh Jacobs. Now, I'm not saying Josh Jacobs is trash. I think he's good, but I don't think he's like on this little crazy level that you guys are putting him on. So why is there a running back committee?
So is the level that you put him on. I'm not gonna say he's an S tier running back, but he's definitely an A tier running back.
What I'm saying, he's gonna be more dangerous. Don't forget, it's only year 4.
I think there's no doubt he'll be more dangerous.
He's more dangerous. Is what I'm saying. He's gonna be more dangerous. He's a 1,000-yard consistent rusher every season, other than last year when he got hurt. And now he's gonna have more lanes to rush in. And when you say about committee, is there 5 workhorse backs in the NFL? Every team is a committee right now, because it's all change of pace, receiving backs, specialty backs.
Where do you rank him?
Where do I rank him?
Like what tier? Like who's in there?
He's an A tier. With that A tier, you got James Robinson, you got Joe Mixon, you got David Montgomery.
Hey, Joe Mixon, Josh Jacobs in the same tier.
They're better.
Yeah. They're not S tier running backs. You're not going to put them in the category. You're not going to put them in the category with CMC, Alvin Kamara, Derrick Henry.
I'm not putting them boys in that. I'm not going to have Josh Jacobs in the same category as Joe Mixon.
They're in the same tier. They're in the same tier. Regardless of wherever you want to put them in that tier, they're in the same tier, dog.
No, they're not.
They're not S tier running backs, but they A tier. Yes, they are.
Is there a B tier or C tier?
Yeah, it's B tiers and C tiers.
Who's in your B tier?
Josh Jacobs is not going to be no B tier.
Now that's going to be in the B tier because he don't belong in the same.
Let me ask you guys a question. Let me ask you guys a question. Let me ask you guys a question. I have Mixon and Jacobs in the same tier, although I have Mixon ahead of him. But let me ask you a question. When you compare the talent around them, okay, which makes a difference when you have to stay on, when the defense has to be honest, who had the better talent always around him, Mixon or Jacobs?
How long Joe Mixon been in the league?
Mixon ain't have no offensive line for a minute
5
now.
years.
And then you got David Montgomery.
No. Don't you judge an offensive line by their pass protection?
I will have to.
Run blocking. Everyone in this room will tell you blocking is very different.
This is the first year. This is the first year where Joe Mixon had a good passing game. What are you talking about?
When we talking A tiers, we talking about Derrick Henry, JT.
No, that's S tier. Derrick Henry is S tier.
Okay.
Yeah, he's S tier. Yeah, he definitely S tier.
Okay. Oh yeah, he definitely S tier.
We got Kamara, CMC.
Kamara,
Najee Harris
CMC
is up there now.
Nah, I ain't gonna say Najee's not S tier yet.
Najee, what?
So you got Derrick Henry, S tier.
Oh, okay.
Derrick Henry, Nicky Chubb, Jonathan Taylor after this, but I ain't even gonna really say he got to do it one more time. CMC and AK. And maybe Dalvin Cook. Maybe.
So even though I'm like take the Giants buys on me healthy, Saquon not in there.
Man, I love
Saquon too early in his career, bro.
Saquon got to be healthy.
But what CMC?
These boys, you talking about put him in the league. You talking about put him in the category where Christian McCaffrey had 2,500 all-purpose yards for receiving and rushing. Derrick Henry ran for $2,000.
Well, hold on. Let's get back. Let's get back. Hold on. Let's get back to this. Go ahead.
I'm not going off of potential. I'm going off of what you're doing right now.
Okay, cool.
In that A tier, a lot of them boys got potential too to be like that. They got the same potential as Saquon.
Healthy when Saquon first came in the league.
I don't know.
He was the best running back in the league. He was the best running back in the league.
He was a good running back. We're not going to say he was the best running back.
He was the best running back in the league.
Derrick Henry was running for 300. Derrick Henry was running for 200 and 300 yards.
Saquon had
I'm not just going to say that.
When Saquon was a rookie, when he first came in the league, he was the best running back in the league. CMC has just been as hurt as much as Saquon. If you really want to so if CMC is in that tier, even though he had that great year, so is Saquon, because both at one point, they were both the best running backs in the league at one point.
Yeah. Trent's right. CMC and Saquon they get incomplete scores.
They always
they're not healthy enough.
They're not healthy enough.
They have the skill set. You're right. They have the skill set.
Gave us a historic season though.
He gave us a season. Saquon came in as a rookie with the worst O-line in the league.
O-line really don't. O-line really does not affect the production of a running back.
He had 1,300 off like 250 something carries. That's
good. That is good. 5 yards a carry. I like that. But after that, 1,000 yards, 34, 593. He ain't never really just been on.
So what's CMC after that great year? Because they both.
But he gave us that great year though.
So
you see what I'm saying?
Like
he did it. He gave us some good years. He did give us some good years, but I'm not gonna say those was great years.
But
for CMC to get 2,600 all-purpose yards, that is nutty, dude.
Like
that,
nuts. But
that's nutty.
But Bama, at one point, Saquon was the best. CMC was the best. Even though he had a better season, they're both were the same. But the best running back.
So the only year you
look at rookie.
Hold on. So I want to say, so his in 2018, you're saying Saquon Barkley, his rookie, 1,300 yards. Hold on, was the best running back in the league in 2018?
Yes, he was better than
Zeke.
He was better than Zeke.
He was better than Zeke. He was better than all of them, bro. He had a terrible quarterback. He had a terrible offensive line. They had a weak pass attack, and the way that he shouldered that offensive load for that team, bro. That's why I said Najee Harris in the S tier too, because he's doing almost the same exact thing, bro.
I'm not pause though.
I'm sorry.
Not yet.
How you gonna go there for Saquon but not for Najee? I'm not saying
because he's wearing a Giants hoodie.
Nah, that's
not. Zeke was 1, Saquon was 2, Todd was 3, Joe was 4, and Chris Carson was 5. CMC was 6, Derrick Henry was 7, AP was
I personally think he was better than Zeke in 2018 because Zeke had I think he had over 300.
Is that the year Gurley got hurt?
I think so.
Because Gurley was the best running back that season.
Was. Wait. Did he get hurt?
But I think he only played 13 or 14 games. So I know maybe if you
Gurley was hurt.
But I'd say Gurley was the best running back. But maybe Saquon's 2 or 3. He's top 3 for sure. But because Gurley was crazy that year too. Didn't he still rush?
He only
1,200, 1,300 yards, 17, 18 touchdowns.
Yes, 13 games.
Yeah, on 13 games. And I think he averaged the same amount per carry if you're going to compare the per carry. I think he was around 5.9. There you go, 4.9.
Todd Gurley's a worthy.
I don't like you can do the hypotheticals. I kind of don't like it some situations, but Zeke had the best online in the league. Saquon had the worst and almost put up the same numbers with less carries. That's why I think he's the best running back. He's more elusive. I think better receiving back.
So you were taking Saquon over a healthy Todd Gurley that season?
Debatable.
Yeah, that's a debatable one. That's a really good one. That's a really good debatable one. Ben, what's your take?
Yeah, but I say you can definitely debatable.
Yeah, like Saquon, I get that, but like Saquon and CMC, I don't think they when healthy. I don't think they S tier. I think they like A tier. I'm not gonna lie because you got Derrick Henry, you got JT. I think Cook is better. I think Kamara's better and Chubb.
You talking about running? You talking about running the ball? So what makes let me just say this real quick. What makes Christian McCaffrey S tier is what he does out the backfield for his catching. So out of all of those guys, the only other dude that possibly can have over 150 yards receiving the ball is Alvin Kamara. So they put pressures on defense in different type of ways. That's where Christian McCaffrey puts majority of the pressure on there because he broke for 1,000 yards rushing and he had 13 to 1,500 receiving. We never really seen a running back really do that. So he putting pressure in a different type of way. Because in football, the weakest developed position is linebacker. So if you got a running back that can run routes on a linebacker and take advantage of them like that, I mean, that's what makes him. If he gonna win that battle 9 times out of 10.
And in 2018, McCaffrey still rushed for 1,000 yards and received for 900 yards.
Yeah,
and he also averaged 5 yards per carry.
But just like how we talked about with Josh Jacobs and how you got these guys on the outside, the Panthers had a bunch of speed around them. So you're not finna just focus on Christian McCaffrey on that like that. That's just another point I was just saying. Because you have
why is Nick Chubb why is Nick Chubb in the S tier?
What?
Have you not seen Nick Chubb run the ball?
Yes, I have. I've watched a lot of Browns games because I had a lot of them guys on my fantasy team, bro. Like a lot of them.
There you go. Base it off fantasy.
I'm not basing it off fantasy.
Fantasy will have your mind somewhere else.
This is where I'm talking about.
Don't do that.
I sat here and watched so many Browns games because of that. And when I sit here and tell you, with Nick Chubb, I look at Nick Chubb as a power back. He's the guy who's going running down your throat and all of that. But
and he got speed too.
You got a guy in Kareem Hunt as well who's out there doing just as good as him. Then
you comparing Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt?
Whoa. And then when Nick Chubb gets hurt, guess what? Dearness Johnson gets mixed. He puts up this. He looks just as good as Nick Chubb. So I'm sitting here like, damn, Nick Chubb.
You can't.
Is it really? No, wait. Let me finish.
No,
so now I'm sitting here. Now I'm sitting here like, damn, Nick Chubb. Is it really just you, or is that offensive line really that damn good? Honestly.
Oh, so that's where we're going. So Dub, this is where we're going. Dub,
all right. So
I'm serious.
I don't think you can knock. I don't think you can knock Chubb because by saying, well, if another running back goes in there, they do well as well.
I'm not saying. All I'm saying is it made me put a question mark as if, Dad, Chubb, is it really all you? Or is the fact that this
ever since this man came into the NFL, he's averaged 5 yards a carry, Dub. Like we not finna do this. Okay, Dub. Also, outside of Jonathan Taylor and Derrick Henry, that is the next running back that can break 90+ yard runs, Dub.
Wait, Dub.
Also, Dub, so that is the next guy that can run over 3 people consecutively, then run for 70 yards down the field, Dub. Like, we're not finna do this with Nick Chubb.
But real quick, Dub, where do you rank Nick Chubb then? Like,
no. We're talking about S tier. So like Kamara,
I'm talking about
Kamara, Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, and then
CMC,
I mean, I think a healthy
Cook,
CMC and a healthy Saquon, and possibly a healthy Dalvin Cook is definitely better than him. But that's my S tier. Then Nick Chubb's in the A tier. He's right under them. So you're saying
Nick Chubb is in basically the same tier as Joe Mixon?
Yeah, but he's the first one on that tier. Like he's the first one. I just put those guys on a different tier, honestly.
Hey, I know it's only 5 years, but 5 years tells you who somebody is, in my opinion. Do you know who has the most yards per carry all time for running backs?
Who?
I'm asking Dub, do you know?
No, I don't look at that.
Jamal Charles at 5.4, and number two, Nick Chubb at 5.3 for his career.
Yeah, bro. I said I'm not. Listen,
like,
I'm not trying.
Big
I'm
number.
just saying, like when I'm looking at Nick Chubb, like I think all you guys, even I think Ben even has the same order as me. He just puts him in a S tier, and I'm putting him in an A tier. I just think he's just on the A tier. That's all.
Wait,
he's the first one on the A tier. He's the first one. He's like fringe. He's like fringe A, fringe S for me. That's
okay. Where is Naji for you, Dub? Real quick.
Oh yeah, Naji. Yeah, Naji's a demon, bro. I think I'm.
No, Dub. Where is Naji at?
I think
so you got Naji. You already got Naji over.
I'm putting Naji over Nick Chubb. Yeah, I'm gonna put
So
Najee.
walk out this room for you saying that, bro.
I'm putting Najee Harris over Nick Chubb.
I got a black
Thank you, Ben. Appreciate you, Ben.
Bro,
You're getting it from everybody.
Najee's a dog, bro. What?
So you're saying
I love Najee.
Hold on, wait. We're not gonna
listen. I know you can
wait.
see.
You
I
know
know you
what?
can
This
see
is
the
why.
FC. I know you see the FC logo from Fluent and Chill. I want you to focus on the F.
Yeah.
Because F that, bro. Come on.
Yeah, you
Bro,
wild.
what?
You're
Bro.
tripping.
Najee Harris this year had a terrible offensive line. I'm talking about bench players, bro. He offers something more than just running. He's also a receiver as well, bro. The workhorse for his entire team, bro.
Sure.
You not.
I agree with you. I love Najee,
Bro,
but
you just put fucking Saquon Barkley all the way up there off of his.
I said if CMC is in there, so should Saquon because of
that is just Trent. I'm not putting.
That's
I'm not
me
putting
too.
Saquon
I had them
Barkley
both
off his
out.
rookie year.
I had them both out.
Go ahead, man.
One season.
One
Not putting this. I can't put this man over. Nah.
But then again, we're talking about the same guy who has Patrick Mahomes after 4 seasons, top 5 all time.
Y'all doing that one season? Because one season, y'all got to Kupp your top 5. That's a whole nother combo.
But Trent, bro, you're not gonna sit here and try to give me. Nah, listen. Everybody else could give me hate.
That boy shredded the league.
Trent, you can't give me hate for this because you saying Saquon was the best running back in the league, and I agree with you. I agree with you.
But to say
He didn't have an offensive line. There was bench players in there.
The O-line was that bad?
The offensive line was terrible. They had bench players on that, bro.
It was that bad?
Yes. They had Ben Roethlisberger. That's why they got Mitch Trubisky, because Ben Roethlisberger was trash. Juju was getting hurt.
I got to do an O-lineman.
Like, come on, man. Come on, bro. Najee, the workload he did this year was crazy.
Who you got over Najee? Like
everybody else I just named.
So where do you rank Nick?
You got Najee, and you got Chubb. Oh, you guys don't see me. You got let's say Najee or 6 or whatever number. You got Najee 6, Chubb 7.
What?
There you go.
Yo.
All right, we gotta get to the next topic though. What the hell is the next topic? Cause y'all
go ahead. You ready to do the next topic? Or you just get nasty like that? Go ahead.
Y'all want to talk? Y'all want to talk?
No. I'm ready to go to the next topic.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to the next topic. Bro.
So there was I think a joke on TikTok which actually gave me this idea about Dak Prescott and this player. So is Dak Prescott gonna have a similar career to Kirk Cousins?
When you say compare about Kirk Cousins, like what are we talking about? Like he's never gonna.
Do you mean like he's gonna put up stats and never win a Super Bowl? Yeah, probably.
Probably, yeah.
Has Kirk Cousins made the playoffs?
Yeah,
he's made the
playoffs on the rest.
Yeah, the Vikings were making it every other year until this year. It was every odd year. So like 19, 17, it was, and 21 should have been their year to make the playoffs again, but they screwed that up.
Yeah, I know, because I know I hate the Cowboys because of the Giants, but like, I mean, you just lost Amari Cooper. I mean, CD's special, but Michael Gallup, he been hurt. You lost Randy Gregory, who's really solid. I don't see them.
Yeah, the Cowboys took a step back this year.
I guess you could say. I think so. Because Kirk Cousins is not dirt. I mean, like he's had like this year.
I think Dak's more talented.
Dak's more talented. Like he threw 33 touchdowns, 7 picks. But like, I mean, I can see that from Dak. That's Dak-ish.
I can't put him like similar to Kirk Cousins. I can't do that.
No. Okay, if the question is Ben, let me ask Ben the question. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'm changing the question, but let me ask it my way. A lot of regular season statistics and stuff, but like no deep playoff runs and Super Bowls.
True.
Would you then say they're gonna have comparable careers?
I can see it. Mm-hmm. I can see it.
I can see it. Yeah. I don't think that's
Bama.
I guess if you want to just put it that way, yeah. Only reason I say Dak Prescott career would be different because he is the quarterback of Dallas. So they could have similar careers, but give or take, depending on what geographical area you are in the world. Somebody might say Dak was better, and then somebody might say Kirk was better. So that's where he go always fall within his career, depending on who you talk to. But yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I think y'all already know what I'm gonna say.
Eagle fan. Yeah.
Yeah, Dak Prescott is Kirk Cousins.
Pause.
So we're gonna get into our hot topics real quick. We're gonna run through these real quick, and then we're gonna have our last two topics of the day. Russell Wilson's goal is Denver is to win 3 to 4 more Super Bowls. Is this cap or is this
His
fact?
goal? That's what he said.
That's his goal. Do you guys think that this is possible?
You think easily how the NFC is now. If he was still with the Seahawks, bro, he would easily be in the playoffs. Cause that's how whack the NFC is.
Yeah, that's mean cap, bro. They made
So
there's not a quarterback in the league that's gonna probably win 3 or 4 Super Bowls in the next 10 years.
What, the Super
Not
Bowl?
one. Not
Yeah.
one. How
Yeah.
about that? So what he said is 100% cap. I get it. I feel the confidence, and that's what he wants. And he's saying all the right things. Like we talked to Woody Page right the other day. He was at the press conference with Russell Wilson, and Russell Wilson said, "Hey, I want to be in the AFC West because it's the toughest division. I want to play with the best. I want to beat the best." He's saying all the right things, but like you're not winning 4 Super Bowls, bro.
That's adorable.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's cute.
Because on paper, on paper,
I'm finna keep it. I'm finna keep it a buck right now. His chance to win them 4 Super Bowls, he wasn't supposed to take that $35 million a year and keep that defense together. If he don't take that $35 million there and say take 20, 25, that team still be together, and his ass should have called an audible and ran the ball right there. That also would have been 2. So you would have had 2 more years to get you 2 more.
Not only 2, he would have beaten Manning and Brady in the Super Bowl.
But
he would have been immortal.
I can see his. I mean, at the end of the day, what you want him to say? Shit, when we go get a job, we ain't just finna. When we go apply for jobs, we don't sit there and be like, "Oh, bro, I'm finna be the worst guy y'all ever hire." Nah, bro, you can go in there and tell them with a positive attitude. I'm finna give y'all folks what y'all want. That's what he's doing right now. He's telling his employers that he ready to go work. So, hey, now if they do it realistically, they probably won't do it. But hey, he's saying what he's supposed to say. What y'all want him to say?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with him saying that. He just kept. And if he does do that, shit, he might be one of the GOATs.
You heard it.
And for you to say he would have easily won the NFC, I don't think so. I don't even think he would have won the NFC West that easy because
I don't think
like I said, the Rams added Allen Robinson with Cooper Kupp. Don't sleep on that.
That's
and
2 top 10 wide receivers.
Let's not sleep on the Cardinals, bro. Y'all, you can say what you want, but the Cardinals gonna be right back there again, dog.
Yeah.
If you believe in the scripted NFL,
I think that
they going to the Super Bowl
though is kind of main.
So wait, I need to let's all work around the room. So everyone's saying cap, right?
Yeah, cap.
There we go. All right, so Jags hope to rely less on future.
He might as well have said not 1, not 2, not 3.
He got 2. Got 2 at least.
Out of 4.
Don't talk about Miami like that, Flo. I don't like LeBron like that, but you don't have to come in Miami.
I was talking about LeBron more than Miami. I like Miami. I like Miami.
You reopened some old.
Yeah,
wounds.
sorry. My bad.
It's okay. Jags hope to rely less on future free agencies. Care or don't care.
Wait, what'd you say?
The Jaguars hope to rely less on free agency in the future.
Oh yeah, I do care. They now not letting you do that.
Why?
To not rely on free agency?
What do you mean?
I'll say I don't care because it's the Jags, but also it's not a surprise. A team like the Jags is going to have trouble getting good free agents unless they overpay them. So yeah, they should focus on the draft because that's probably the best way for them to put a better product on the field.
I mean, I think the signings they got, they can start winning more. So I think I'd care.
You think they? Because I think they just overpaid for a bunch of guys.
Okay, I know for sure.
You just looking at the receiver signings. Look at the O line. They revamped the O line. What they were supposed to address. They already had 2 good running backs in Carlos Hyde and James Robinson. They got some. Okay, I mean, them receivers. They got Christian Kirk. He's actually a good, pretty solid receiver. Maybe they overpaid him.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. I'm saying they overpaid him though.
Yeah. Then you got some more athleticism at tight end and Evan Ingram.
Yeah, Evan.
I'm not gonna lie, Christian Kirk, bro. Like watching some Cardinals games this year, bro. That dude's tough. He was slept on because just the wide The wide receiving core was just so it was just so stacked with Rondale Moore.
And let me finish this too.
I forgot about that. Good point.
Let me finish this too. The Jags have always built their teams through the draft. If you want to look back at it, the only time they made a mistake was drafting that boy Blake Bortles when they drafted him. Yeah. But for the most part, they've got some key acquisitions throughout that draft. Jalen Ramsey, Miles Jack, Telvin Smith. They can't help that some of them guys just wasn't supposed to be there, but they picked these dudes up through the draft. So
they drafted James Robinson, right? I don't know if you said that too, but
no, he was undrafted.
He was undrafted. You're right.
Undrafted. And they messed and another pick they messed with CJ Henderson because they traded him. He banged shit through. Yeah, that's about
it. But here's the problem though: they build through the draft, but then what happens? They all want to leave because they don't treat them right. They don't win.
True. We'll see.
I care. I think I said I care. I want to say don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
I guess we cared. Go ahead.
I mean, I just don't like how they did Christian Kirk, man. Like, I mean, they paid him a lot of money, but like that's overpaid. Dude's not like the fifth best receiver. I think he get paid like the fifth out of all the receivers.
Yeah, third.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah, overpaid, man. That's overpaid, bro.
Now it'd be crazy. He get paid all this money and then he go crazy, and then we're gonna look back like,
yeah.
Yeah, but typically when you pay someone, they don't go crazy. They go crazy, but it's on a boat, not on the field.
But I think their offense, they got ETN coming back. You still got Marvin Jones, right?
They're gonna be they're gonna be a lot better, I think, this year. They can
have the potential of having a pick your poison offense. We just have to see because we haven't seen it. So
this stems to our next care or don't care topic. Jalen Ramsey tweeted out, either that or our prices just went up. How we locking down guys who get paid more than us? It's all blessings though. This is in regards to the Christian Kirk contract that was just signed. Basically saying like we're guarding these guys, so why come we're not getting paid almost near the amount that they are? What's your take on that, Bama?
I care. It's more so that speaks to everything. Just with football, they're catering more towards the offense. The boys on defense can barely play defense anymore as it is, and they figure out more rules to throw out there on them. So that kind of goes to what the the NFL is trying to do for us. Sell tickets, and that's how you sell tickets. More points, more fantasy points. We'll get to talk. Oh, fantasy, that's all people care about. So, I feel Jalen Ramsey, but that's what the league gonna do. They're gonna put more of an emphasis on certain positions to try to devalue other positions. That's why you got the running back by committee and all those different type of things, because people don't want to see that stuff. So, yeah, man, I actually care. I feel wholeheartedly where he coming from, and hopefully they make we figure it out. I don't know. Let them play flag football at this point and ball out.
Ben?
Yeah, I care. I just think like he just like Jalen Ramsey, I think he's just saying facts, man. Like that's all I think. I just think he's just saying facts, bro.
Fluent, fact of cap.
No, it's what he's saying is fact, and I do care, but at the end of the day, Bama kind of alluded to it that offense is what sells tickets or gets people to watch on TV because most of the revenue comes from TV stuff, and that's what the NFL is pushing. That's what the majority of people who watch football. Just think about it. You said you play fantasy, right? How many offensive players do you pick for fantasy? How many defense? You pick one. You pick a defense and special teams typically, right? But you pick 9 or 10 offensive players. So what are people watching, especially the casual kind of borderline fan? They're watching the offense because they want their players that they're betting on, that their fantasy teams are on. They want them to do well. So it's really been catered to that. So I feel bad for Ramsey because the other part of it is look at the way we look at offenses. We look at offensive players, quarterbacks, obviously wide receivers, running backs as that one person can change a game. Typically, how do we look at defensive? Oh, that defensive unit, those DBs, that linebacking core. We don't talk very much. There's a few, but very few. Like one, if you think about it, how many superstar defensive players do we talk about? How many superstar offensive players do we talk about? The number's a lot higher. It's a lot higher.
A lot of people know Christian Kirk over AJ Terrell.
A lot of people, there you go.
Huh?
A lot more people know
Christian Kirk
over AJ Terrell.
That real.
Yeah, they just the offensive players more. So
Trent, what's your take on this?
mean, I care. Everybody who just went before me just spoke facts, bro. And I also just love when Jalen Ramsey just talk because he the best kind of league. He get the right to talk his talk. So
Yeah, yo, Garb the Fist, you need to chill out with this whole Jalen Ramsey
Jalen
overrated
Ramsey
nonsense.
overrated,
He
bro.
ain't no overrated, bro.
He been the best corner in the league for about 2-3 years now.
And they ain't nobody better than him, bro. Like, this is what I say, like, people gotta understand, like, that whole playoff run that they did, and how, you know, people say that Jalen Ramsey struggled and everything.
Bro.
You know how hard it is where what?
This is how you know he's so good, bro. A dude get one play, he cooked. He got cooked the whole game, bro. Jalen Ramsey been that, he been elite, bro.
But it wasn't that. It wasn't just that. They had this man Jalen Ramsey playing like a CB linebacker role.
He was playing nickel.
No,
Yeah.
he does. He don't play. He follows the best receiver, and that's why I put him at.
That's
the top.
not what happened this year, though. That's not what happened this year, though.
That's Jalen Ramsey's whole career. He follows the best.
No, but this year,
he also played nickel too.
Nah, this year they used Jalen Ramsey differently.
The only reason he played nickel because if you look at how offenses run their offense, they start putting their star receivers in the slot. The reason why they put him in the slot, you get a free release because you cannot press the slot based off of how everything is lined up and how you run offenses. So that's why more so you have to play the nickel because everybody's starting to utilize their top receivers in the slot. If you look at it, if you go back to when Dion and Revis and them played, your best receivers normally played the X. Nowadays in football right now, at least since 2015, they got it to where it's positionless football. We just go motion these dudes all over the field, and I don't know who at X, I don't know who at Z, I don't know who at Y, but we go figure it out, and somebody gonna be open. That's why Jalen Ramsey has to play the slot now, and that's why I give him more credit than anything because unlike you had guys like Sherman and the boys sit on one half of the field the whole time. That's so easy to do. That's different when you have to go travel and run with different receivers and different sets and line up different ways every other play. That's why he's a unanimous number one receiver.
I'm just not trying to hit no. He's been that since the Sackville days. Been that. Been that. I'm not hearing none of that slander, bro. Honestly.
Gotcha. All right. So we'll get into our next. No, my bad. Y'all keep getting me thrown off because I be wanting to join this. I don't know how Ron could just bite his tongue so much. Pause.
Join. Say it. Say what you gotta say.
Hey, bro.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
What you mean? You said everything. Like I like you said everything that had to be said, bro. Like what you want me to say? I can't top that. How am I gonna top you saying that?
Just say if you
Jalen
you can put your nasty casual take on it as you always do.
Casual take. Get out of here. Najee Harris is better than Nick Chubb, bro. Stop playing with me, bro.
Oh, Dubs. This is why they call you Henny Dub, bro.
Yeah,
it's cool, bro. Like they could think what they want, bro. You're not gonna change my opinion. I think that Najee Harris had a more difficult time to have the year that he'd had more than Nick Chubb. That's just me.
How are you gonna say? So that makes I don't understand you, Dub. So you will say Najee's better than Nick Chubb, but when somebody says when Cooper Kupp is better than somebody after 1 year, which I don't agree with, you with it.
I never used him doing this for 1 year as a reasoning for my argument. I always mentioned it was a whole talent base.
So look, we're saying you're not finna tell me after 1 year after Nick Chubb is basically a top 3 running back, but when somebody says Cooper Kupp is better than a receiver that after 1 year you don't like it.
Bro, I never sit here and said, oh, let me see Cooper Kupp do this more than 1 year. I never said that. You could go check it. I've never said that. I've always just looked at the talent.
Like fluent right now.
How? You want go find the tape for me.
I'm dead like
fluent. Go find the tape for me, please. I would really love to see this.
Oh boy.
Grandpa Eddie, man, next.
Next topic.
Matthew Stafford is getting an extension. Care, don't care.
Can I go first? Don't care.
No, let me go first. Because I don't know what's with this Matthew Stafford hate. Maybe because the Chicago Bears, this in the back. I know you're a Bears, but like, bro, he deserved that, bro. I care.
I didn't say he didn't deserve it. He won a Super Bowl. I just don't care.
I'll be hearing you calling him a bum and stuff, bro. It's nasty, bro. Like, come on. Yeah, I care, bro.
Okay. All jokes aside, he's not a bum. He's a really talented quarterback. He won a Super Bowl. Let's give him some love. Give him his flowers. Give him his extension. He better keep my boy Allen Robinson happy and throw him the ball. because he had a bad year in Chicago this year. Because I don't know, Justin Fields, no one wanted to throw him the ball this year.
Hey,
So
we got Ron in the building in the chat. More Ron. What's good with you, brother?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. He's on the Twitch chat. My bad. I had to just throw that out there. Bama, what's your care or don't care?
I mean, care and don't care. I mean, I care just because, hopefully Allen Robinson can get, some love in a receiver-friendly offense. But I don't care. It is what it is, man. I don't think they're coming back out again. I doubt if they get back to the Super Bowl. I think only Brady really the only person to do that. But we'll see.
Yes, sir. Ben?
Yeah, I care. Like Bama said about Allen Robinson, when healthy, this dude was a top 10 receiver in the league. When healthy, dude, Allen Robinson just got to stay healthy with the Rams, and they'll be straight. But yeah, Matthew Stafford deserved it. He really did.
No doubt.
I bet. So, damn, I mean, you guys want to talk about Allen Robinson then, since you guys just go ahead?
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead. Allen Robinson to the Los Angeles Rams. How do you guys feel about that? Go ahead, Ben. I'll let you elaborate more on that.
I love it, man. I not gonna lie. I think, well, I'm not even gonna go there, but Allen Robinson's like, he's gifted, bro. Like when healthy, this dude's top 10, man. You got Kupp, you got Jefferson, got Allen Robinson there, like, or OBJ. We don't know where is he gonna get re-signed or wherever. But I just like the man. Straight.
Yeah, I definitely care.
Go ahead, Trent.
I definitely care, especially in that offense. On anything, like I think, yeah, healthy. He's a top 10 receiver, and then like, bro, he might have a huge breakout year, bro. Like they got hella weapons on there. Still got Cam Akers, got Matt Stafford as a QB. Bro, they solid, bro. I think they can easily go back to NFC chip with that team.
Fluent.
So one, Allen Robinson's my favorite wide receiver in the NFL. And everybody, you can hear the consensus, right? He's a top 10 wide receiver. Let me read you a couple of names. Brian Waiters, Chad Henne, Chase Daniel, Mitchell Trubisky, Blake Bortles. That is my man's career quarterbacks. That is who he's been catching passes from in his career. You want to talk about Fitzgerald never had anybody. Those are his quarterbacks for his entire, I'm talking college, high school, the pros. He's never had a quarterback. Never had a quarterback. And we're calling him, everybody's agreeing, top 10. So imagine if your top 5 quarterback dub is now throwing him the ball in a Sean McVay offense.
Yes.
In a Sean McVay offense. Yeah, according to Dub, he's a top 5 quarterback. So top 5 quarterback in a Sean McVay offense with other weapons around him. If he is going to have a breakout year, he's going to have a huge year.
He might have the season that Cooper Kupp had.
He might have a Cooper Kupp year. Yep.
No, I don't know about that.
I think Cooper Kupp might have. I think Cooper Kupp might have a similar year he had last year.
I think I can see Cooper Kupp getting like 1,200, 1,300.
I think get 14 or 15.
Yeah.
I still would take 10 people over him though. I just know that what could happen, bro.
Bro. Don't
Cooper Kupp go for 2,500 yards and 50 touchdowns. Doubles to be like, I take 9 guys over him. 10 guys over him.
Ben, what's your did you give your take on Allen Robinson yet?
I already gave it in the beginning. I'm happy for Allen Robinson, but before you get nasty, he's not going to outproduce Kupp, y'all. Stop,
I don't think
Mike.
so.
Stop. Just keep Cooper Kupp name out. Just leave Kupp alone. Leave Kupp out of it. Leave the Kang out of this, okay?
We've seen 2,000-yard receivers before, right? Do you think we could see 2 1,500-yard receivers?
No.
You don't think?
Maybe.
No.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't think it's that crazy. Don't forget 17 games.
Bruce.
Yeah, but look who you saying,
17 games.
Look who you saying, Alabama. Torrey Horton, Isaac Bruce.
I mean, that's comparable.
No, it ain't.
Cooper Kupp and Allen Robinson.
No, it ain't.
It's all dependent on if the defense are gonna fully commit to just trying to stop Cooper Kupp.
You can't stop Cooper Kupp.
No,
you can only hope to contain him.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. If they truly commit to like, nah, we're making sure this guy gets nothing, then I can see Allen Robinson and
You
Cooper
don't
Kupp
think
having
you don't think
1,000,
they tried to do
1,500
that in the
yards.
playoffs?
The way that he plays though, you can't stop him from getting
I
nothing.
told y'all,
It's not
bro.
gonna happen.
We're not doing this. I'm tired of saying the same thing over and over again. Honestly, I'm not doing this.
I'm just saying. We know Cooper Kupp can go for over 1,500 yards. We know Allen Robinson went for 1,400 with Blake Bortles. It's not crazy to think in the Sean McVay offense with an extra game, 2 1,500-yard receivers.
And Allen Hurd went for 1,100 that year. He went for 14.
Might not be crazy.
Thunder and lightning. It's
yeah.
possible.
Y'all ready for this player comparison, man?
Let's do it.
This is gonna be fire. So, 2 players we got: Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers. Player comparison.
Okay.
Starting off, arm strength. We'll go. I'll go last. So we'll go Ben, Trent, Fluent, Bama. Go ahead. So arm strength, Ben.
Peyton Manning.
Trent.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Peyton.
Fluent.
See, I'm including the noodle arm years, so I'm gonna go Aaron Rodgers. I haven't seen the noodle arm years yet.
Okay, I can get with that.
Bama.
I'm gonna go Rodgers too.
Frogers.
Frogers, baby. Frogers.
Wait, are we talking in the playoffs or the regular season? Sorry, I probably should have asked that.
I see guard the fisting.
It's like
bro, I can't wait till him and Becky play in the playoffs or have a game. Fraud versus fraud.
Never happening. Never happening.
Yeah.
Mahomes ain't getting back, and Rodgers ain't getting
Mahomes
back.
Oh, come on.
But all seriousness, Peyton Manning.
But all right, go ahead.
Okay.
What's the next one?
Accuracy, Ben.
Wait.
It's a good one. Accuracy. I'm gonna give it a slight edge to Peyton Manning. It's tough though.
Trent.
Tough, but Peyton.
Fluent.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers.
Wow.
Ben. I mean, not Ben. Bama.
Rodgers.
Frogers.
Yep. Frogers, baby.
That's also because he plays it safe, and he just makes the throws that he knows he can make. Whereas Peyton takes chances, which is why he throws more picks, right? So,
but I mean, is that?
We'll get to that on IQ. We'll get to that on IQ.
Okay. Athleticism. Ben.
Aaron Rodgers.
A-Rod.
Fluent.
I don't know why that's up there. Is Aaron Rodgers?
Bama.
I mean, Peyton got this before. No, let me stop.
I don't know, bro, because it's tough. Peyton Manning ran 4.6 coming out of UT. Like, yeah,
bro, come on, Bama. Come on. Let's You for real?
You're taking
Manning?
Manning?
It's tough. Yep, I'll take Peyton Manning just to be nasty. Yep.
Frogers. Throw on the run.
Come on, man.
Ben.
Rodgers, man. Rodgers.
But that's not fair, Peyton. That's not his game. So yeah, it's Rodgers, but
Wait, Trent. What was yours?
Oh, what's the name, Rod?
Oh, then Fluent.
yeah, Rodgers.
Bama.
Rodgers.
Frogers. Throw under pressure. Ben.
Throw under pressure. I'm gonna go Peyton.
Trent.
Peyton.
Fluent.
Manning.
Bama.
Mallet head.
Peyton.
Mallet head.
Pocket presence. Ben.
Like a go Rodgers.
Trent.
Peyton.
Fluent.
Peyton. Omaha.
Bama.
Yeah, Sheriff.
Oh no, Peyton. I almost said Rodgers. IQ. Ben.
Rodgers.
Oh!
Wow.
18. I got 18, Peyton.
Fluent.
Yeah, Peyton. Peyton, absolutely.
Yeah, I think he's smart.
Bama.
Yep, mallet head.
Peyton. Somebody said, "Damn, Dub, that gum good as hell." Elusiveness.
What are you guys talking about? What gum? What are you doing?
Yo, oh, you guys don't see me, yeah.
We don't see you, yeah.
I'm chewing gum.
Oh.
Yeah, he chewing gum. I'm watching.
Stop eating and drinking when we like stop trying to be Shaq, man. Eating and drinking when we're on air.
I can't eat a piece of gum.
Not if people can see it and they're talking about it.
I didn't think they was gonna say anything, honestly.
Okay, guys.
Oh shit! Let me I'll spit it out real quick.
He's wilding.
Elusiveness. Ben.
Elusiveness. I go Rodgers.
Trent.
Discount double check. Hey, Rob.
Fluent.
I'm gonna go. It's closer than you think, but I'm picking Rodgers, but it's closer than you think. Because Peyton can make people miss. He's not gonna outrun you, but he can make you miss. Remember, elusiveness is different, right? But yeah, I still go Rodgers by a bit.
Bama.
Rodgers.
Rodgers. Footwork. Ben.
Rodgers.
Trent.
Still think it's closer than what you think, but I'll go A-Rod.
I'm going Manning.
Yeah, not even close.
Yeah, I don't think it's
not even close. Footwork, Manning is not even close.
I'm going Peyton Manning as well.
Yeah.
I'm 50-50 on that. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Decision making. Ben.
Peyton Manning.
Trent.
Peyton.
Fluent.
Peyton.
Bama. Peyton. Mental toughness. Ben.
I go Peyton.
Trent.
Peyton.
Fluent.
Manning.
Bama.
Man got kicked out of his own house after breaking his neck, and he still came back and won a Super Bowl. It got to be Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning. Competition. Ben.
Peyton.
Trent.
Peyton.
Fluent.
Peyton.
Bama.
I'm not finna. They both play in the NFL. We're not finna do that. No. They both have the same competition. Like, I'm not just finna disrespect. It ain't like he playing in the Pac-10 and this dude over here playing the SEC. They both in the NFL, dude. Like, they got the same.
Yeah, but I think they mean, like, was there a team as dominant as the Patriots with Tom Brady as in the NFC as there was Peyton at the
Not
face
even.
Of the AFC?
You had the Ravens he was going up against.
That's Peyton, no question for me.
I think they both one and the same. They both had their struggles.
Okay. He calls a draw.
Yeah. Both had competition.
Peyton. It's funny, Fluent. I wasn't even thinking. I mean, I knew about Brady, but I was thinking about more than just the Patriots.
Even Steelers.
Steelers too. Yep. Troy Polamalu. Ooh, yeah. That.
Okay.
I missed them. Better overall. Ben.
Peyton Manning.
Trent.
Peyton.
Fluent.
Manning.
Bama.
Manning.
Peyton.
I want to change mine. I want to change one of my picks for IQ. I was tripping.
Too late. I'm putting it on there. It's too late. No, Ben. No, Ben. That's not how it works. No, Ben. I'm waving my finger right now. No, Ben.
Listen, I'm going to comment and you pin it.
Huh?
I'm going to comment on the TikTok that I meant.
I'm not pinning it.
I meant to say Peyton. I meant to say Peyton.
I'm not pinning it, bro.
I'll pin it. I'll pin it, Ben. Don't worry.
And I'll unpin it.
we'll keep going back and forth.
You want to do this game?
Yeah, well, I think I'm on more than you are, so I'll take care of it.
You definitely are, bro. Yeah, you guys want to hop into that recap, or you guys good?
What's the recap?
I think Peyton overall better.
Deflate. Oh wait, do you guys want to debate anything about Peyton Manning? Do you guys want to debate anything about Peyton Manning or Aaron Rodgers that y'all want to talk about? The footwork, the elusiveness, anything you guys disagreed with?
I don't understand how Ben picked Rodgers for IQ. I don't understand.
I'm lost on that too because I think in my opinion, he's the smartest.
I'm a Rodgers fan. I like Rodgers so more than I do Manning. Mm-hmm. And like Rodgers just put it right on the money. Like he put it right on the money. Peyton Manning does too, but I was tripping though. Peyton Manning got it for IQ.
Why come you guys picked Aaron Rodgers for footwork?
I didn't pick Aaron Rodgers.
I did not pick Aaron.
It was Ben. It was Ben and Trent. Ben and Trent.
Well, Trent backpedaled already, said he was 50-50, so that means he meant Peyton Manning. So it's really just Ben with footwork.
There's another one.
Yeah.
You want to change your pick, Ben?
No, I'm not changing that.
I'm changing mine. I ain't going. I'm changing mine.
There you go. We got one.
Because I'm gonna just let y'all know, for some of them passes Rodgers throws, if you training a young quarterback, you're not gonna teach them you're not gonna teach them to throw from those angles Rodgers throws.
Or
Rodgers goes against the rules, and
it's like Rodgers will throw.
Rodgers throws from angles.
Yeah, Rodgers will throw angles off his back foot, across his body with a sidearm, like everything you shouldn't do. He'll do it all in one pass. He'll still get there. He'll still get there.
But how many is you gonna tell a 13-year-old quarterback in the 8th grade to make that same pass? Hell no, that's not gonna get picked off and ran back the other way.
Paying more technical with it, more
because he constantly getting back square to make those passes. Dog, I love his approach to the game. It's fundamental, cerebral. I mean, he got that head, of course.
Y'all say he like the Tim Duncan. NFL?
Yeah.
He might be the big fundamental. Yeah. That's actually might be
big fundamental.
Hey, man, he ain't no like Tim Duncan. He like Megamind, the way man was talking about him.
Melody.
So
yeah, I mean, NFL coaches even said, man, if you cheat too early on defense, or if you shift too early, you give away your whole defense going against that dude. That's scary to even think about going against a quarterback as a chess match. Ray Lewis said that was his favorite QB to go against because it was a real chess match, more so than Brady, So, I mean, no disrespect to Brady, but they say Manning is really it's like a real life chess game going against that dude.
Yeah, it is.
Is this a final topic? The NFL pass?
Do you want to do that? Do you guys? I was experimenting with it. I wasn't sure.
Let's try it. I don't know what it is. Let's try it.
So this is the last topic of the day, and since we are new to doing this football podcast together, I thought it would be a good idea of recapping some past hot NFL games. So, like we did for the Kansas City Chiefs and the 49ers. So one of the games that came to my mind was the New England Patriots versus the Indianapolis Colts, the Deflategate. Should this win have counted? Is this a stain on Brady's legacy? And did the Patriots really have an advantage? So I'm going to just leave the floor open for you guys to talk about.
I mean, I really don't care about that because then after the first half, they pumped the balls back up.
Floor?
Because if they pump the balls back up, what's the excuse in the second half and why y'all got smacked?
I don't think it's a stand for Brady's legacy though. That dude's still the GOAT, man. He's the GOAT, bro.
No, I'm just saying. I think that was just an excuse for the coach. So because they know they got smacked up bad that game, I don't even think they got an advantage, to be honest.
Floor.
It's so interesting about the whole Deflategate thing because one. Look, there's rules in place. I don't like the way that they regulate them. Like you handle your own and then you give them to us. Like it's because you can scuff them up. You can do certain things to them. And here's the thing about it. Like you can't throw the ball farther when it's deflated. It's just easier to catch. But Aaron Rodgers will tell people, I think he'll backpedal from this now, that he overinflated beyond the legal limits. He overinflated the balls because it's harder to catch, but they'll go farther. So I think teams are playing around with that stuff anyways. So no, I don't think it's as big of a deal as maybe they made it seem, but I think it's because of the Patriots' history of doing stuff that it was a bigger deal.
Bama?
I don't think it's that big of a deal because I'm trying to look at the box score from that game. I think they ran the ball majority of the time. So maybe if you want to say that LeGarrette Blount holding on to the ball, that would be more so a stain on him. But I don't even think Brady passed the ball like that because they was running it so much. If I'm not mistaken, LeGarrette Blount had like 4 touchdowns that game.
Yeah. Makes it easier to catch and less likely to fumble because you can.
They won that game 45-7 too. I mean,
I don't think. Yeah.
I mean, if a flattened football,
if that was the difference,
yeah, bro. Like, Brady get no credit at this point. But, geez, Louise, if a flat football do that, golly, another team should have did it too.
And let's be honest. And I know this is baseball, but if they're not going to strip the Astros of a World Series when they were caught cheating, I'm going to make them lose one game because of a deflated ball. Come on.
23 for 35, 226 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 INT. He was sacked once. LeGarrette Blount had 30 carries for 148 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I just think they got smacked up, honestly. So
I don't think you're beating the Patriots if you only score 7 points, regardless of what's going on with the balls.
It kind of ended. It ended my boy career, and T.Y. Hill never was the same after my boy was gone. Man, that was like my favorite quarterback ever, bro. Andrew Luck. For real, dog. I like Big Luck, dog.
Yeah, poor Andrew Luck, man. Feel bad for the guy. But I mean that concludes the show. We won't be doing a draft tonight. We're probably gonna save that for Tuesday. Oh, dang! I was about to get into that, man.
I got one more.
What's up?
I want to talk about Juju to Kansas City right quick.
We're gonna save that. We're gonna save that.
We're gonna save that
for Tuesday. All right, brother.
Okay.
Yes,
we got another special guest too for y'all boys, dog.
Yes, sir. So
Yes,
Trent,
who's coming Tuesday?
So, we'll save that for.
How do
next
I not
show.
even know?
We'll save that for
will you
next
tell me
show,
later
man.
in the chat or something?
Yeah.
I'll tell you
So
later.
this is Trent's time. Let Trent's time.
Oh, Trent.
Shine.
Okay. Oh, my bad. Sorry, Trent.
Trent.
I feel like Trent now is just like part of the show. I wasn't even treating him like a special guest.
Of course, man. Trent's that guy, man. I love Trent. So
Ryan,
what's
go
your
to sleep. Ain't you supposed to be on a plane? You were bothering us.
Trent, what is your top 5 quarterback, running back, or wide receiver? Completely up to you. Who do you got in your top 5?
I can do all 3.
You can do all 3 if you want.
All right, my top 5 quarterbacks. It's probably gonna be controversial, but I got Peyton 1. I got Tom 2. I got Namath 3. I got Aaron Rodgers 4 and Drew Brees 5.
Fluid's face right now.
I can flip it.
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I thought I got to hold on because I thought I heard Namath in the top 5 quarterbacks of all time list.
Yeah. Oh wait. Oh, I'm tweaking. Yeah, I did say name it. Yeah, I'm my fault.
You meant Montana, right?
Yeah, I'm in Montana.
Okay.
Repeat that. Repeat that.
I was about to say Martha. Martha's the big one.
Repeat that whole list again.
I'm glad you said that.
I'm coming, Martha.
Yeah, my
fault. You guys don't know Red Fox.
Look,
trust me, that's funny.
Look, I got Peyton, Tom, Montana. I don't know why I did that. Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees. My fault on that. Running backs. It's about to be controversial. I got Barry number 1. He the GOAT for me.
Yes, sir.
I got Barry number 1. AP
yes, sir.
LT3. Marshall
disrespectful.
Walter Payton 5.
Walter Payton 5.
You got the same. You got the same.
Say that one more time. Say that list one more time.
Let me say this one more time.
Yeah.
I got Barry number 1. He the GOAT. Barry.
All right.
AP. LT. Marshall Falk. Walter Payton.
Can I just let me just convince you. I need to have this conversation because when you have Walter Payton 5, I need to stop for a second. When you're talking running backs, are you talking strictly running the ball?
Not just running the ball because that.
Okay.
I want to.
So not just running the ball. Perfect. So is Walter Payton one of the best running the ball ever?
You can say that.
Okay. Well, he was the number 1 rusher of all time until Emmitt Smith went to Arizona and broke his record. So hold on. So you'd say that he's one of the best. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is he also one of the best receiving the ball out of the backfield of all time?
Yeah, but
he's in the conversation. Okay. Is he in the conversation for the best running back who could block, like blocking back of all time? And I don't know if you know this or not, but I'll tell you, yes, absolutely. He's maybe the best blocking back ever, but would you have him in yours? One of the best.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah.
Are any of the 4 guys ahead of him in the conversation for all 3 of those categories?
No,
exactly. So that's why you can't have him number 5. I'm sorry.
I just personally,
I'm cool. It's your list. I can't. When I see
don't do
Peyton's
that.
5,
He didn't see Walter Payton. Though. He's not as old as you, bro.
I mean, I watch.
I got to say this though. What's up with the Barry Sanders hate?
I don't hate Barry Sanders.
There ain't no Barry Sanders hate, bro.
Like,
not hate.
Another thing, LT was a great.
But Barry Sanders was an elite runner.
I'm just taking
elite runner.
I'm just taking all them four. I'm just taking all them four, and no doubt over Walter Payton. I'm sorry, especially AP and LT, no doubt. No, that's off the rip.
Wait, Barry Sanders wasn't in your top 5?
Yeah, he was.
Barry Sanders was his one.
Saying besides Barry won. Besides Barry,
because Barry won.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Which is crazy.
I'm just saying, Jim Brown had 12,000 yards, and towards the last 3 games of his career, he had 14 games. He did off 12 games. Well, all right, yeah.
I can't.
So do you wanna give your wide receivers?
Yeah, man, I do. All right, I got Randy 1, TL 2, Calvin 3, Jerry 4, and then my personal favorite, because he's my favorite receiver of all time, Chad Johnson. And the only reason because I said this to Fluent earlier when he was on Sports Behavior, the only reason why I had probably Jerry 4, he used Stickum.
He did not use Stickum.
I looked it up.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he
Stickum
did.
Stickum was outlawed in the 70s. Is a guy, I forget his name, on the Raiders, who was the last player to use Stickum.
You're right.
But look,
I looked it up.
Yes.
And I said, quote, he used it.
No. Maybe in college, never in the pros. Listen, I used to put a little bit of orange juice on my gloves to make them a little bit stickier. Like that's what you got. But it was not Stickum the way that the Raiders did. It's not. He did not use Stickum.
Did he use something to better his chances of catching the ball?
Everybody does.
I mean, the gloves we got nowadays is Stickum.
Like they almost have. Yeah, they're almost built in with Stickum.
Yeah, they built in with Stickum, Dub. The gloves we got today is built in with Stickum.
You can flip Calvin and Jerry, but for me, I think
what was your top 5 again?
Yeah, I'm actually okay with your wide receiver top 5. I'm okay with your. I really like Chad in your top 5.
Ocho, my guy.
I'm a big fan of Chad 85.
Yeah, receivers.
Yeah, receivers.
What's his name? I had Randy 1, T.O. 2, Calvin 3, Jerry 4, and Chad 5 because he's my favorite ever.
Okay.
He's like me with Kobe. That's why I have Kobe 5 all time.
It wasn't
my favorite player.
It wasn't Chad. He was I probably put like Larry.
Bro, you know what? I can't. I was about getting basketball. It's not crazy calling Kobe top 5, bro. I'm tired of this.
I'm calling him top 1, and I'll debate anybody about that.
Top 1.
We're gridiron, but I'm gonna send Trent some game tape of Walter, not highlights.
I know the tape of Walter, bro. I know it. I'm not this one.
And I'll tell you this: he never had negative yards in a playoff game. Barry.
All right, but let's not do that because we don't know Barry online was doodle. We all know that.
The Bears O-line wasn't any better.
Hey,
the Bears O-line was not that good. And don't tell me the Bears had a quarterback or wide receiver you had to worry about.
And if he didn't retire early, he would have shattered that. Nobody would have gotten that ready.
He had the best season of all time and the comeback. So I'm not putting him over AP.
Just remember, Walter had they were stacking the box, and Walter was still doing what he was doing. Never and didn't rush for negative yards. And could throw touchdowns too. Go take a look. He could do everything.
Yeah, okay, LT.
Sweetness, baby.
It's okay, LT.
And what is Naji Harris doing this year?
Oh my God, he's a rookie, bro.
Are you still on this, bro? You still on this, bro?
Naji top 5 all time. Naji top 5 all time.
Yeah, Naji is top 5 all time right now.
All right.
And hold on. And who's the classiest man off the field? Heck, they called the damn award the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. Come on. Give that man some love.
This was our closing segment of the day, man. Bama, you got any final words?
Man, I ain't got no final words, bro. I guess y'all scared for y'all grandmas to be, I guess y'all scared for me to release that footage of y'all grandmas out there freaking it, because y'all been really blowing us up over there on TikTok. We had 10,000. I want to go ahead and say thank y'all, man, for all the love we've been getting. All y'all boys in the chat, Garb, J-Rock, T-Bone, Trent, even when he in there, Dang Jang, all y'all boys, man, Clutch, everybody who be in the chat. I'm so godly. all that, man. Everybody, my co-workers, Dennis, all them boys that come over here, everybody that chose to come. Ron, you're a trash moderator. We like Doug better. Garb, Fisted, everybody, man. Like, bro, we love y'all, bro. We appreciate all the love and support we've been getting, man, throughout these 6 months. That's amazing. So, you know, I really ain't got nothing to say, man. Y'all boys really been showing us mad love, man. Continue to share this. Players Choice Gridiron on TikTok, PC_Gridiron on Instagram, Players Choice on YouTube. You know, keep showing that love. And I want to say this: I'm playing Ron and Shaq. Yeah, Shaq from Players Choice Basketball, King of the Court. In the summer, I'm going to punish them to show them that Gridiron is the best game, man. Love y'all boys, man, for real.
Appreciate that, man. Ben?
Yeah, man. What Bama said, follow the Players Choice Gridiron TikTok, follow the Instagram PC_Gridiron. Thank y'all for 10K, man. Shout out to the people up in the chat, man. Garthic, J-Rock, Danger Lane, you know what I'm saying?
You said Garb is thick?
What?
I thought I heard
What are
Garb
you
is
talking
thick.
about?
I swear I heard that.
Dub over there on
Dub hearing what he wants to hear.
Dub over there on that freak time. There's something wrong with him. Hey, Garb, hey, man. Garb, get DM Dub. You need to tell him chill out. Pause, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. My bad. Finish it off.
This man. Duh.
Yeah, he wild. On your time, too. Got freak nasty on your time.
Oh, Ben just came from church, and that's where you dropped it up. Like, come on, bro.
That's what he dropped.
I went to church, too, this morning.
You didn't listen.
You heard that siren go off? That's crazy. Yeah, Ben, go ahead. Finish your final words, bro.
But yeah, man. What? Go ahead, Fluent. Trent.
No. I want you to start over.
You need
Dub
to
did you dirty. So Dub, Ben, start over, please.
Shout out to all the people in the chat, man. Follow TikTok Players Choice Gridiron. Thank y'all for 10K, man. Shout out to my boy Ovo too, man. My little boy Ovo, man. Shout out to him too, man.
Trent.
No, I appreciate y'all bringing me up here, man. Shout out Players Choice Discord. You know, if you want to join, that's where we all be at. The debates everywhere. You know, shout out Players Choice, man. I really appreciate if y'all letting me on always.
Facts. Fluent, brother.
Hey, thanks to everybody for all the support, all the love. Like, I see you guys now, even when I go on other shows. Trent, you know, I was on Sports Behavior. I see Trent in the comments. Like, I love you guys. Like, that's amazing. That's first off. Follow Fluent_chill on IG, on TikTok, on Twitter. Don't forget to check out Chilltown Hoops. That's where on YouTube where you can find all the Fluent and Chill, all our episodes. And yeah, other than that, man, thanks everybody. Like, honestly, the love has been crazy. Like, I have people, I don't know if you guys have this, but I went to my IG and I know, you know, where it has requested, like people who you're not connected with sending you messages. Mm-hmm. And the numbers, like, there's a solid number. It's like 23, 27, all from people from Players Choice being like, yo, I caught you on Players Choice, blah, 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 whatever. So I appreciate it. I accepted all of you. I responded to all of you. So keep that stuff coming, man. I love it.
Yes, sir. Ah, man, y'all know the deal, bro. We hit 10K this week. Appreciate you guys for real. Big milestone. There's going to be more 10K milestones that we're going to reach. We're going to go from 20 to 30 to 40, bro. And we're going to go all the way to 100, bro. That's the goal, man. So appreciate you guys, all the OGs here. As the new fans I see you guys coming through, bro. Appreciate y'all. Let's keep doing this. We're grinding now. Let's have some fun, man. Even though y'all hate my casual ass, bro. We're just gonna keep going, keep on going. That's right. But again, thank you, appreciate y'all. Ron, can't wait to see you back. Love is love.